A major murder trial getting underway in a case we followed for weeks back in 2023. That's when a well-known teacher in a local school vanished.
Friends and colleagues organized searches asking the police for help. Ultimately, it turned out 59-year-old Mariame Toure Sylla had been murdered. And now the man charged is going on trial. Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell has been on this story from the start. He is joining us now live from Upper Marlboro with the latest from the courthouse.
Yeah, I can tell you that this trial has been delayed a number of times, but this afternoon they were able to seat a jury. Look, this was a brutal murder, and it was an unusual crime in that it was stranger on stranger, and it was one that made absolutely no sense to the people who knew the victim, a woman who they say couldn't possibly have had any enemies. Mariame Toure Sylla vanished July 29, 2023, as she was taking her regular walk in Schrom Hills Park in Greenbelt. The 59-year-old was a beloved teacher at the Dora French Immersion School, and almost immediately the school community banded together, searching and posting hundreds of flyers.
Like all teachers, has a really important role in children's lives, but she was particularly warm and a mentor to many of the kids.
There would be no happy ending. A month after her disappearance, police confirmed that a dismembered body found in Clinton was in fact Sylla's, and they had surveillance video linking Harold Landon III to her abduction and murder, and he was arrested and charged. At the time, Police Chief Malik Aziz said Landon and Sylla didn't know each other, and he couldn't speak to the motive for the seemingly random crime.
It's senseless. It doesn't make any, the type of violence is depraved.
Hundreds attended Sylla's funeral the following week. Phil Held was a fellow teacher.
She's a remarkably gracious and elegant woman who was kind to everyone. And
Mariame Sylla's heartbroken sister, Fatima, who traveled from the Ivory Coast to join the search, telling us that day it was the support of the community which gave her the strength to carry on.
I come in America to say I'm looking for my sister, and everyone helped me. Everyone. The school, the police, the mosque. I found my sister. Now I found her, and I can bury her, and I can pray for her. So this is what we are all doing for each other.
Yeah, that was a very hard conversation I had with that woman back then, grieving the loss of her sister. So we're going to have opening arguments. We expect opening arguments in this trial tomorrow morning. State's Attorney Aisha Braveboy, newly elected as county executive, she's county executive-elect, is actually handling this prosecution herself in one of her last acts as state's attorney. I asked her if she could reveal anything about what her opening arguments will be, what the theory of this case is, and she said she'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. In Upper Marlboro, Brad Bell, 7 News.
Right, Brad, thank you for your coverage.